Hello friend, welcome again to my channel. And today topic is about for the beginners in the Selenium. So Selenium for beginner, how to set up the Eclipse and create a Java project and WebDriver. So lots of requests and query been received from the friends and we can say the from the other medium. So how we can start the Selenium programming, or we can say the testing, and what the tool is required and how we can proceed for that. So today video is dedicated to those kind of activity. Okay, so let's quickly start. So first of all, we should have the one platform available for any programming, and for Java that we are using the Selenium. For that we should have the Eclipse available. So Eclipse is a tool that provide the mechanism to write our code in multiple language. Okay. Okay, so let's start quickly. So there is a one site we already I mentioned in our details section. So eclipse.org. From there you can download the Eclipse version. So download 64-bit is based on your computer, or we can say the laptop version or capability. You can download. You can click on the download. Start downloading. Okay. So I already have the downloaded version with me, so I can start with that directly. So how we can start like this? I have the one downloaded version. From there we can start. So we can start from here like the Eclipse. Once you double click over here, okay, so once you start click over here, so it will give you a pop-up after some time. So it will take some time. Yeah, Eclipse is start. So it's been started now. Okay, so now we have the another window available where we can just select the option which kind of Eclipse we require. We want to do the development, we can do the enterprise. Enterprise have the more capability towards the developer. Okay, so that we can use IDE for CFC developer based on the programming language, and we have the PHP like the PHP and JavaScript. So it's provide the lots of option while we are going to install the Java. So we can simply select the Eclipse ID for Java developer. That's it. So it's very easy that we can choose. When we click it, start, continue with the multiple option. Okay, we need to click start. So once you start clicking, so it will just give you another option already. So friends, already I have the installed. We can see the Eclipse with me, so I can continue with that. So once you install, so let me close this one. So how we'll get to know the first window. So I want to showcase that part. Now it's closed, so we can like this. There will the one shortcut available on the desktop. You can click on that, and once you click, it will ask some details how it look like. Let me showcase to you. Yes. So first of all, it will ask the workspace. So workspace, what is a workspace? So workspace kind of a like earlier in other programming language we have seen. So workspace is a kind of a platform or a specific place where you have to create all the projects. So in one space, we can have the multiple project that you can create. Okay, like you are working with the different kind of a domain or project. So you can just group all the project in the workspace. Okay. So like I have choose the Eclipse workspace is a default one. If you want to create new one, you can also create. Okay, so I have selected the default one. Once you click on the launch, so it will start launching the Eclipse. You can view now Eclipse's ID is going on. So once it's done, so it will pop up one complete window. So friend, this is the default. We can see the workspace, or we can see the blank. So here we have the already two projects. So but once you launch the first time, it will only display the one. So it will display the blank space, and there won't be any new project once you click over here. So it will start your activity. So what we have to do, we have to create a simple one project. So what we have to do, first of all, we have to start with the new, and we have to create a project. So project, we can select the Java projects. Okay. Okay, so what kind of project name you can put, you it's based on your requirement. Like I'm putting billing system underscore test. Okay, Here we can choose the environment, J, okay, Java SE, and what kind of, we have selected the Java SE 13. So there is a option that's next, you can select. Okay, there is a structure that billing system automatically it will create a SREC folder over here, and after that it will give you a default output folder. We need to click on the finish. Okay, so that module is asking about the module. If you don't want to create any specific module, click on the don't create. So friends, now you can see in the left side Project Explorer, you will see the option like the JRE libraries. Okay, so far we have the number of libraries available with us, and there is a SRE. Okay, so under the SRE, so what we can create under this, we have to first create one project and package. So first project is package is kind of a collection of classes or few information we can club together. It's package. Okay, so like create Java package. Okay, so like we can create a first package. Under this we can create a one class. So one class we can do, so there are kind of a two class. One we can say the with the void method, public void main method, and without main method. So as of now we are selecting the void main method, and depending on the modifier like it says public package or which kind of thing you are going to create. So I'm just putting the class one underscore bill. Okay, so once I finish, so you will see that you will get one window over here where you have defined the packages.com com.test.class1, and class 1 underscore bill is the name of the class. To just, so we have now set up the Eclipse. Now we have just set up the one project. So what we need to do, we need to just verify whether our system supports or not. So what we need to do, we need to like system.out.print, and we see hello. Okay, so to check whether all the integration part is working fine, project is working fine, so this is the best way. So we have to just select run and application. So once it start and executed, you will see in the console, this is the left panel over here, console, you will see the console hello. Okay, so means integration of class with the package and the project is being done. Okay, so this is the normal project that we've been created, and now we have to top up that, we have to create, or we can say the build for the Selenium testing. How we can do, what's the basic thing required for Selenium? The first thing is that we require is about in Selenium, it's about the Selenium libraries, those we required. Okay, so from where we can download the libraries, you can go in the download selenium.dev.download option, link already been provided under the section. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just download the option based on the need. Like already I downloaded one Selenium version, selenium.141.59. Okay, so okay friends, so download that option. So we have the selenium.dev.download option. So I just listed that option over here also. So what you need to do, you have to click on the Selenium WebDriver Java. So you have to click on the download option. So once you start, so it will start downloading that zip file. I already have the zip file available with me. Okay, so like 3.141.59, so I'll just unzip that. Okay, so this is the file. Okay, so friends, so what I will do, I will just simply copy that file and paste in the Eclipse here. Okay, so I just copy and paste as of now. So you can see all the libraries are available over here. So what you need to do, you have to select the libraries. Okay, right click over here, and you have to do build path, add So it will just add the associated libraries to the project level. So along with that, we have some more libraries available. Same way you have to do select this one and build path. Right. So now all libraries are available. So now we are good to go with the libraries path. Okay. So first of all, along with that, now we have the libraries added, but to interact with the browser, okay, we need a one driver also that's we require, from where we can download the driver. So I have put it the file also with the link. Okay, so you can use the, let me check, you have to simply go to that driver and it will give you option like the Chrome driver. Same way we can use the IE Firefox also, it depend on you. So you can download the latest version. Okay, so latest stable version is about this one. Okay, from where you have to, depending on the version or OS system, you can do. We have the Windows, Chrome, Windows 32 4GB that you can do. Okay, so already I have one downloaded folder that we can do. So we can just go to the Eclipse. Okay, so what I did, I have created one Chrome driver over here, so I can pick up that driver and just paste in the building system. Okay, so benefit of doing in such a folder wise, so every information will be in a systematic way. So let's say tomorrow you have to do Chrome driver, you have to change, new build is available, or you can say then IE browser you need to install. So this is the one place where you can find all the information. Okay friends, so now we can start. So all thing is available. Now only thing is that we have to now start. So first of thing, we have to define the drivers. So driver, and we can say driver this. So once you define the web driver, so you will see that option and you have to just mouse over and it will just give you option. Okay, import the web driver. Okay, so once you're done, so web driver is ready. After that, you have to do define the classes and other parts. Already I am using this, the first one. So what I did, I just let me copy paste all these things so that it will take some time here. So let me explain what I just performed. So first thing is that we define the variable of the web driver type, and after that we have to use the system property. What system property used to do? System property basically define the property that we are using driver.chrome.driver. Okay, this is the static value that we need to provide. Then system.get driver get property, so it will pick the your path of the system where your workspace or we can say the project is available. So no need to fix the path over here. Then after, this is the one folder that I created, you can see. Okay, so this is the folder that I created under this, and here is a driver com.driver.exe. So let me minimize that so that we can view the larger view. Okay, so now, so this is the same path that we will given. So friends, you can see here we have used the backslash, okay, double backslash over here. If you want to view how you can get that path, you can easily get this path from here. Okay, like here. Okay, so this is located under the Chrome driver directly, so I just pick up this path from it here. Okay, okay, fine. So now driver equal to need driver we have defined. We have memorized or initialized the driver. Then this is the string value we've been defined. So what is used to do, it we just do, it is containing the application that we are going to launch. So this is the application that say we can say this. Okay, so this is the one test demo site that I just identified. So you can see identify lots of demo site from yourself also if you are not working on the actual project. or you are just going to test out the solution for the test site, you can use. Okay, so here in the next line we are just launching the browser, and along with that we are just navigating to site. The URL that we stored in the variable in the upper line. So this is the URL that will browser will launch, and after that we are doing the displaying the result of the URL that will launch. Okay, so here the driver been launched, web driver been launched, and after that we have to interact with the element. How we have to do that, we are just need to catch up now. Okay, so here is the WB. So web driver element we been defined. So we have to use like the web element and WB. Okay, so what it will do, it will just add the web element. So in import you can see the import.org. So if this file is not there, so what you can do, you can simply mouse over on the web element, so it will display the option import web elements. So automatically it will add it. So every time if you want to, or system is showing some message that to that file or the element is not having the corresponding libraries, or we can say the import, so you have to just mouse over. So after that it automatically keep. Okay, so now we have to use the web element. So web element, how we have to use web element equal to driver. Driver is we can say the browser dot find, okay, by dot xpath. So this is the xpath. So how we can identify this xpath, I am going to showcase through this one. First I let me launch this application. Okay, so this is the one sign up page already I have, and here let's say you have to put some value in first name or full name. So how you can do, you can go there and you have to right click and inspect. So once you do the inspect, it will show a option over here that will, yes, like this. Okay, so it will show a option that the default, we can say the DOM, document object model, and after that you have to navigate to the particular line. So here you can click the right click of the mouse and then get XPath. So this is the way that you can get the XPath. So this is the before beginner. Otherwise, we have to create our XPath on to, so that it won't impact when the ID, let's say full name is a display name that gets changed. So we have to define the name. So same thing I just use over here. Okay, and after that I'm just passing some value like web driver web element dot send key equals to the value within the double quotes. Let's say I'm putting the Praveen, I'm Kumar. Okay, and send. Okay, so it will just send this value or input in the box, and after that it will quit the browser. So being that, so here I'm just putting some wait time so that you will get to know. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now it's done. So first we can say the function or program we have been done. So now time to just run. How we can do, system run Java application. So let's see how it's behave. Okay, asking about the save other parts. Yes, now you can see this is the hello, and now starting the Chrome browser. So now it will launch the browser, Chrome browser, like this, and it will navigate to particular site that's been given in the get. Okay, community.provide. Okay, so it will launch now. So you can see it's a just fraction of second it's been done. So we won't able to view that name. So what we have to do, and one more change I need to do, we have to use the single quotes as of now. Okay, now going to run again. So let me execute again. So it will just launch a browser. Yes, now navigate to the site, and after that it will put the value, and after 5 seconds it will close the browser also. Yes, now it's done. Okay, so you can see now it's done. So it's a good start for you, and you can simple follow the step that I just mentioned in the video, and probably you will able to write the your code first time. And for any query or question, you can put inside the comment section. I will provide the details. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel to get more video, and thank you for watching my video today.